got to be humble and start from the basics. I literally went online and bought a book. The book was called something like The Dummy's Guide to Business. I wasn't too proud. I didn't pretend to know everything. I thought, like a blank canvas, you have to start from the beginning because that tells you how hungry you are. So when this book arrived, I remember at the time, it was over a Christmas period, so I had like 4 weeks. I had 4 weeks of throwing snowballs, drinking warm wine, Luke wine, going to German markets, or changing my life because another new year was starting. Another new year where I was going to have the same shit feeling of being in debt. Another year of that shit. I had promised myself in the new year, 2012, something has to change. So when you learn a new language like Spanish, German, Latin, you don't pick it up overnight. But that book, I got it. I remember sitting in my old house and on the desk. And you turn the first page over, and honestly, it's going back to basics, reading. So you want to start your business, right? Question mark. And it almost becomes such a boring read. It challenges you. Do you want this? Because if you don't read that book, or you don't invest time in it, then you can't be asked doing your business. So I treated that book like a client. I woke up on a Saturday morning, went downstairs, and I sat and opened the book. And the book says, read this to give you a good start about the background of how to start your own business. So the first half of the book talks about an executive summary. The amount of times, whether it's Dubai, America, or England, I get people from the age of 18 to 50 to older saying, how do I do it? How do you do it? And they ask me to invest. They invest me to help them with their ideas. 99.9% of them don't do what I show them to do. I'm not saying I'm right, but I know how to become a self-made multimillionaire. So something's got to be right. Every time, go and buy that book. Because the book tells you that you should always draft what's called an executive summary. Executive summaries are a portfolio or a snapshot about the business idea you have. You have to get pen to paper or type the idea in your head. You've got to type it. And when you type in the idea, you also are systematically building a patent and copyright against your future idea, which is called original writings. So whatever you're writing down is the start of history, like Walt Disney drawing. So when you start drafting your executive summary, it's what's the business about? Who's your clients? Why you? Why do you think it's going to be so good? The executive summary takes about 2 to 3 weeks to write it. And you read it, it looks like it's like a mini booklet about this idea here on paper. Most people, Adam, don't even do that because they can't be asked. Then, the second thing, which is equally as important as the first thing, is your financials. Adam, if I do this, I've got an idea that I'll make this. It's like, do your financials. Your financials will be wrong every time. Anyone who's self-made will tell you your financials and your projections will never be accurate. People have it in their head that they have to be accurate. They don't have to be accurate. You need to get a pen and paper and write down every single cost, from toilet roll to a laptop to cameras to stationery to travel to provisioning costs which might not be there. And you write them all down. And when you write them all down, you've got your executive summary and then you've got your financials. And when you've got your financials written down, you pay an accountant. And then some of these people say to me, it's expensive to do that. You want to start a business? You've got to roll the dice on everything. Everything.